Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about, before the library closes, the Miami Heat and why I really do think they're such an exciting team that, I don't think is getting enough credit. And it's something I want to talk about. So before we start today's video, do you guys think the Miami Heat are getting enough credit? Because I don't think so. And, what I'm thinking is, look, this offseason, they made some moves. They traded Goran Dragic and Precious Achiuwa. Precious Achiuwa was, the store brand, Walmart brand version of Bam Adebayo, who I think Precious Achiuwa has borderline all-star potential, for Kyle Lowry for a 3-year, $85 million deal. Lowry closes in 15 minutes, so I have to finish up. And they got him on a 3-year, $85 million deal, which I thought was a really good value. They brought back Duncan Robinson for 5 years, $90 million, extended Jimmy for 4 years, $186, brought in PJ Tucker for 2 years, $14 million. Okay, I feel like that was a steal. They also brought in Markieff Morris, somehow brought in Victor Oladipo on a minimum as well, brought back the god. Dude, Dwayne Dedmon had double-doubles in games where he played 10, 15 minutes, okay? 10 and 10 rebounds while shooting 70% from the field multiple times. Markieff Morris, the small ball 5, brought back, assistant coach Udonis Haslem. Omar Yurtseven was insane during the G League. They brought him on a 2-year minimum deal. Same thing with Max Strus, who looks like he could be the Kroger Walmart brand version of Duncan Robinson. Gabe Vincent, the Nigerian devil himself, who was dominant in the Olympic Games. Marcus Garrett, my man, I'm in the KU library right now, so shout out Marcus Garrett. And Caleb Martin on 2 ways. And they didn't bring back Nemja, Kendrick Nunn, or Andre Iguodala, or even Trevor Ariza. And when I look at this team, obviously the starting lineup is going to probably be Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, PJ Tucker, and Bam Adebayo, just because I think that's a really good lineup. A lot of switchability, defense, shooting. Kyle Lowry can hit the 3, Duncan Robinson can hit the 3, PJ Tucker can hit the 3, and Bam Adebayo can hit the 3. The worst shooter right there, I think, is really Jimmy Butler. Duncan Robinson's the best shooter right there. But Bam Adebayo is a guy who just keeps getting better and better. Bam Adebayo, I know he shot 25% from 3, but every year it seems like he's getting better and better at shooting the 3 ball. And last year, I know he didn't attempt many. For his career, he's attempted only 44 threes, but I think he's going to come out next year and be actually having some 3-point ability, and people are going to be like, what? We're all going to be like, yeah, you guys didn't know. And I really like the lineup because sometimes maybe if they need more 3-point ability and floor spacing, they could take Bam out and put in Markieff Morris and PJ Tucker. And Markieff can be the 2 small balls with Jimmy playing probably small forward, Duncan at shooting guard, and then Kyle at point guard. But then there's even times when they could go PJ or Markieff at center, Jimmy at power forward, Duncan at small forward, Tyler Herro at shooting guard, because I expect Tyler Herro to be the 6th man. Even when Victor Oladipo comes back, I don't expect Victor Oladipo to do much. I expect the second unit to be, when Victor Oladipo comes back, Tyler Herro, Victor Oladipo as the guards, Max Strus as the small forward, Markieff Morris as the power forward, Dwayne Dedmon as the center. Okay, unless Gabe Vincent or Marcus Garrett really impresses, I just think right there we know what this team is, and it's a good team. It's a good team nonetheless. But look, Bam Adebayo, he's improved his mid-range, and he was less impactful this past season than during the bubble. But still, Bam, I still think he's going to be great. Is Jimmy Butler a little overrated? No, but I think what he does, and his stats don't show what he does for this team. He is the lifeblood. He's the vocal leader of this team. Dwayne Dedmon was a late season pickup, and he had some moments, but he's a really good rotational big. Udonis Haslem is the league's highest paid assistant coach. Tyler Herro looks like he's on a mission to make people know that last year was just a sophomore slump, and he's not going to be taking those tough 2s, which crushed his efficiency last year. I think he still has a lot of upside. Kyle Lowry, he's 35, and he's smart. He's a great shooter, and his toughness seemed to make his game age gracefully. Markieff Morris, he's a tough 4 who still can defend solidly, but his offensive game has completely withered to just being a spot-up 3 shooter, or, a low post, back down to the smaller guy for an easy layup. KZ Okpala has been a Heat long-term investment. He's this lengthy, long-armed project who hasn't given them much return on their dollar yet, except for some moments during the bubble playoffs. Victor Oladipo, if he can come back from injury and just be 75% of what he was, he's a steal for the minimum contract. Duncan Robinson is a sniper, an elite off-ball shooter and scorer, and he can hold his own defensively when he tries. Max Strus is literally the Kroger Walmart store brand version of Duncan Robinson. He's a big, streaky shooter who shoots first, then asks questions later, and his defense is a little questionable, or is more than questionable. PJ Tucker has the league's lowest scoring rate at 6.7 points per 100 possessions, but he's an incredible defender, one of the strongest players in the league, and he's got an incredible shoot game. Gabe Vincent was a dog during the Olympics, and he's a threat as a shooter, and he can compete on D. So he could crack the rotation as a rotational role player. Omar Yurtseven earned a minimum deal through an insane summer league performance, but his defense is still kind of why he isn't a rotational player. Caleb Martin's been playing really good in the preseason, and that's why he's on a two-way deal. Marcus Garrett was like shooting 70% from the field and decent from three, and he's like probably one of the best defenders already in the entire NBA from the perimeter. It's just that besides being a scorer from inside the arc and a transitional player and a passer and a great defender, he needs that shot to make it in the league. But besides that, that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Till next, guys. Peace out.